Hello, Karamjeet. Good evening. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet me at this time today. I'm very excited because I had been thinking of, getting you on this platform for my channel for the Wednesday Students Corner for a very long time because you are definitely one of the most precious students that I have. And I'm very happy to finally have you here today. So, how are you doing?
Good evening, ma'am. I am doing great, and I was also excited, a little bit nervous attending this session because I am not a very social person, but still I have confidence just because of you be here. So it is also lovely for me to be here.
Mm. And I think you are unnecessarily giving away all the credit to me because it is your hard work, it is your dedication. I'm just here to handhold you a little bit here and there. But then you are doing all the hard work there, right?
Uh, of course, ma'am, but I think when you have a perfect guidance and when you have a mentor who really appreciate your efforts, then your motivation becomes big. Your motivation is more than your own expectation. When you trust on me, then it becomes for us to improve more better. I think the credit is not only for me because I have a mentor like you. So that's why I'm here to speak English.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karamjeet. That is very sweet of you. All right. So, Karamjeet, before we talk about anything else, I know a lot about you, definitely. But why don't you tell everybody else a little bit about Karamjeet? Who is she?
Sure, ma'am. I
Mhm.
am from Punjab. I have done graduation, graduation and B.Ed after my marriage. I have been giving tuition classes at home since 2017. Now I aspire to be an English trainer. For that, I am pursuing TEFL course. I am blessed with two lovely daughters. In my free time, I love to spend time with them, and I also love to listen to English contents in my free time. That's all about me.
Wonderful. So lovely. All right. So, Karamjeet, we are meeting today, definitely not for a session, but we want to do some chit chat. And I had this on my mind, for the last few days because last week I was talking to somebody, and that person, just while discussing a few things, they were talking about their childhood, and they mentioned at a point that, you know, um, I always was very close to my parents, and they used to love me a lot. However, they never were able to express a lot when it comes to showing their love or telling me about how how much they love me. And because of that, now it I find it a little difficult. Like, I realized it very late, but I find it a little difficult to express my feelings to my near and dear ones, right? And that really got me thinking, and I was just thinking about it. So I thought, today when we are meeting, why don't I ask you about this? So do you think it is important, in your life, that you showcase or you express your emotions to your loved ones, to your near and dear ones? What is your thought on it?
Uh, Actually, ma'am, I think every relationship, like it can be relationship with your parents, with your friends, or with your spouse. Every relationship is not a one-time investment. So, like we do extra things to keep our health very well. We want to keep our health well. So we choose the food that is really good for health. And in the same way, when you are investing in a relationship, you're showing, expressing the love. Your gestures, your small gifts are very important to keep that relationship strong. So if you don't express your love with your, even with your kids, how they can understand that you are really loving them. So it is essential to show, to express our feelings to our dear ones and near ones, because we feel that we, human being, we love to feel uh, very special. So when you express
Right.
them, that you are really care about them and you are really love them, they feel that you are important in your life, in their life.
Mm.
Important to show your love with your daughter, with your kids, with your spouse. So I think to keep your relationship fresh and keep strong for a longer period of time, then it's necessary to show some time and to express your feelings with your dear and near ones. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you said it pretty well. Also, sometimes I feel that even if you are, not able to, people nowadays, what they sometimes try to do is they try to compensate everything with gifts or with materialistic things, right?
yes,
Um, while I feel that somewhere, the little things like, giving chocolates, giving flowers, or just giving time to somebody who is close to you, not always your spouse. It can be your friend, it can be your kids, it can be your daughter, your son, anybody, right? If you are sharing your time with them, I think that is definitely something which is very precious, and everybody values it a lot, right? So what do you think is better? Do you think the materialistic gifts, they can compensate for the time gap that that happens in relationships?
yes, ma'am. Like in these days, it becomes a trend to buy expensive gifts for our near ones. But
Mm.
uh, in my opinion, your small gesture, your small affectionate word can change other one's life. Like we Punjabi have a word putter. So we used to say our uh, girls and daughters and our boys, we use the word putter. So putter is a very small word to say to show your love. But this word can really affect your life. Like at this age, still I feel when my mom call me as putter, it gives me a feeling that I am really loving kid of my mother.
Mm.
So showing your expressing your love is not mean that you need to buy expensive gifts, you need to buy materialistic things. Just spend some time with your near ones, just spend your time with your dear ones, and have some time from your daily routine to just little bit chit chat is enough to keep your relationship strong. It's not necessary to have long conversation on phone every, even your small message, small text, how are you and how are you doing, well, how are you doing in your life, this small text message means a lot for your fans, for your dear ones. So I think most important is to spend time with them and to make them feel that you are always uh, at their side whenever they need of you. So gifts cannot replace your presence in their life. So it's more important to have time to spend time with them rather than just buying gifts and give it on a special days. It's not like that. Every day you can do you can express your love without buying expensive gifts. And I think, ma'am, money has become a major source, major show off to show your life partner that you are important for me. But without money making your partner comfortable, without money giving your partner freedom to do whatever he want to do or she want to do is more important than materialistic things. So this is my personal, I feel, for my life that time and your affection is more important than materialistic things.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And you have put it very beautifully, Karamjeet. You know, it reminded me of something that I had heard a very long time ago. And it fits perfectly in this discussion that, somebody was saying, or I think I read a quote or something. Can't really recall that. But it said that the most expensive gift that you can give anybody is your time, because
Yes,
the moment you are giving someone your time, you are giving a part of your life that you are never going to get back, and
yes,
there is
ma'am.
no return for it, right? So
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
actually sharing a valuable part of your life with somebody without expecting anything in return. So it really, at that time, it had touched my heart that yes, of course, if you want to give somebody something, give them your time, give them your attention, and
Yes,
show them that you really care. I think that at times, when you suppose, like, when somebody is in a big problem, right, there can be
yes,
times that we cannot really bring that person out of that issue. But if
yes,
we are just there to let them know that, hey, whatever it is, you are not alone in this, we are there, no matter what, we will help you out, we will support you. I think that gives a lot of motivation and courage to face that situation, right?
yes. Yes, ma'am, really, really, ma'am. But I think now, because of social medias, we feel that showing the love on social media is enough for our dear ones, or we show
Right.
try to show everything on by our status and by posting, uploading pictures. But real happiness is to feel that bond, to feel that
Mm.
deep connection. So I think most important thing in our relationship is our honesty, our trust, and apart from this, respect. So if you we are
Yes.
showing our respect, we are showing our like we show our feelings freely, where we can freely ask anything. Then your relationship is strong. Just showing
Mm-hmm.
by and by social media is not enough to make that deep connection with your dear ones. And
Right.
ma'am, yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, do you think that this trend of feel free on social media, making friends on social media, is affecting our real life bondage? Do you think that
Mm.
relationship in a real life, like we can sit on social media for a longer time, but we can't visit our friends personally. Do you think it's really impacting our lives?
Well, that's a very, very beautiful and a valid question in today's time. And to talk about it, I just want to give you a couple of examples from my life, okay, from my surroundings, what I have seen. So I often see, in my circle, my known people, I have seen where couples are putting up their pictures, going on vacations, and, posting on their wall about their anniversary and this and that.
Yes,
And when I know them, like when you know people personally, you know what is going on in their life, right? And you know that they are not faithful to each other. Both of
yes,
them
ma'am.
are aware of it, but they still do it, just to show it up on social media, right? So that is one example. Another example, okay, and this was quite interesting for me. Uh, there was this occasion. I will not say what occasion, but there was an occasion where we went to a close relative's house, and how things happened over there, where we went, and then we had a little bit of tea and everything. And after that, they were all like, you know let us click pictures, let us click pictures and all of that. So we clicked a lot of pictures and all. And after that, we were just sitting, and they went to their own rooms, they shut the door, okay,
Okay.
and they started scrolling through Instagram and social media and all of that. Okay. Of course, the parents were there sitting with us, but then the kids I'm talking about, kids of our age. Okay. So, and when we got back home, I see there are four stories with our pictures and everything that has been put up. that, oh, it
Okay.
was such an amazing evening and this and that. And this is real life story and my story, okay? And the only thing that that I thought about, and I also shared it with my husband, is that what's the point of this? Like when
Yeah.
we were there, literally there, they did not spare 10 minutes to come and sit with us and talk to us. They went to
Yes.
their room, they shut the door after photos. And now they are putting up four stories. They could have invested that time in just chatting with us. We could have gotten to know each other a little bit, right? So
Yeah.
it's very funny. I also feel it's very stupid. Pardon me for my language, but I feel it's stupid
Yes.
because if you are, if you really are
Are
interested in using social media, use it. That's okay. Even I use social media. But then that should not come at the expense of you hampering your human relationships, right?
yes, ma'am.
Because at the end of the day, we all need to realize all of us are social beings. We can't survive virtually. Our life is not virtual, right?
Yes.
So, valuing people, valuing our relationships, getting to know people, that is very important. Nowadays, everybody
Yes.
feels that, there is this new trend of whatever I want, the other person should do it. They should
Yes.
be there to please me. But none of
Yes.
us are asking ourselves the question, what are we bringing to the table? What are we doing in this relationship? How much are we willing to adjust and sacrifice and offer? Right? Instead of doing that, people are just expecting and doing nothing in return, and then saying that, okay, we don't need people. And then they are living a miserable life,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So that I feel is really something which needs to be understood by people, and they need to pay attention that what is it that they are looking for in life and how is it that they plan their life ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Because, ma'am, like you are showing the main thing, if we are talking about the relationship that in new trend in modern area, we are losing our near ones, dear ones, deep connection. I think
Hmm.
we be the responsible for that. If we feel that expectation from other, then we should understand that no, this is what I want. How I feel the same, the other person will same feel same thing. So, but ma'am, we are. I'm blessed to have a relationship where I totally feel that I have a good relationship. Like last two before 2 months, my sister-in-law came came from UK to live with us. We didn't click a single pic. We were spending a time with our near ones and dears one. We were sharing our thoughts. We are sharing our ideas, and we didn't click a single picture to show that yes, we are here to celebrate this holidays, because we were focusing on spending our time. We were living and enjoying that moment. So it's a uh, very necessary to spend more time. So like I try many time, I try to spend time with my daughters. Then I feel that when you are using too much mobile phones and you don't know what your kids want from you, and you are blaming that your daughters, your kids are not listening to you. The reason is only overusing of your mobile phones, overusing using your social media. Try to connect with your kids. Then you will wonder to spend time with them. You will feel that the kids are really enjoying your company. They prefer more time to spend more time with you rather than spending the time on social media. They also don't want to indulge in mobile phones. They don't have any choice, so they try to
True.
use mobile as much as possible. So I think, ma'am, this is the trend is becoming, and it is taking our relationship on negative side.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you when you said that. And it is true when you say that, often people say that children don't understand us, and we say that we don't understand our children. That's mostly because we are not building that conversation, that communication with our children, and, trying to build that strong relationship, that parent children relationship. And that is very, very important. Not in today's
Yes,
time, it is important always. It has been
yes,
important and it is still important.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think Karamjeet, we had a wonderful discussion. I always enjoy having these kind of discussions with you, and I'm somebody who likes to have these kind of discussions. I just remembered um, whenever I used to sit with my friends, after a point, after we are done with all our download, all our frustrations were taken off, and all of that. After that, we used to say this line, okay? All right, now let's talk about life. And we would talk about some other topic and we would discuss for hours. So I feel like that when I have these discussions with you and with a few other, learners that I interact with. All right. So before we wrap up, Karamjeet, now it is time that I would want to know your honest feedback about me, about the sessions that we are going through, and also about the speaking practice WhatsApp group that you are now a part of. So, what are your thoughts on them, real quick? Let us get to know.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I feel very fortunate to have such wonderful mentor, and I really feel happy to because I feel personally, I feel it's not like I joined your session for my spoken English. I don't know how much I am improving in my language, but apart from language, I feel that now connecting with you, uh, I am also on the journey to change my mind. Like I was that time, I was feeling that I stuck somewhere where I feel that I had a lot of doubts about my personal professional life. But after meeting with you and after practicing with you, I am not improving only my language. I am improving overall development, and you changed my thought process, and that was essential that time for me to come out from doubts and to live a life in which I had doubt that at this age it's very difficult to start professional life. But by taking your session, I feel no, just relax and do whatever you want to do and do it, and you're at your own pace. And I really, really happy to have your session. And a WhatsApp group, I was uh, thinking about somewhere where I can talk with my co-learners, and your creation of a WhatsApp group is wonderful. We are doing every day connecting. We are connecting every day, and we feel very happy to connect each other because once I was learning language at home on my own. That time I was feeling only I am making these mistakes. But now connecting with them, I feel that no, you are not alone at this page. We are same. We are on the same page, and I feel very happy to have to be part of this WhatsApp group. And I really, really enjoyed your session, and I would like to continue my journey as long as possible. I would love to connect with you uh, until I feel that I am doing great. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karamjeet. That means a lot. It is just, all of your love and all of your support that keeps me going and that keeps me motivated throughout the day. And I am very happy to see all the buzz on the WhatsApp group, especially the female group. More than the male group, I think the female group is doing excellent in terms of connecting with each other and having discussions. So good job there. And I got a lot of feedback from a lot of learners today that, we are very happy that this is a female learning group, a female only group. And I'm really, really happy that you guys are at least building those connections, because in general, in your life, if you look at it, it's very difficult to talk to your friends who are already there, or your family or your kids, in English, because we are already comfortable with them in that language, right? So it's very important that you build new relationships where you are building the relationship with English. Then you will become comfortable with those people, and somewhere you can also make relationships and make friendships out of those, right? So I'm very happy, very glad to see the enthusiasm, and thank you so much for all your kind words.
Now, before wrapping this conversation, I would like to say one thing. Uh,
Sure.
I personally feel that maybe I made a lot of mistakes during this conversation also. But your constructive feedback, your way to give feedback to your learners is commendable. Like when you give the positive feedback, it is really helpful to um, to keep this journey long way. Like we feel that personally I feel that sometimes that, oh no, I am making too many mistakes. But when you say that you trust on us, it is really means a lot for our journey. And because of that constructive feedback, I feel that no, language is, anyone can learn this language by your constructive feedback. And I learned from you that constructive feedback plays an important role in a teacher's life. So I really can relate your feedback, your teaching tips in my profession, and I feel very happy to have you, ma'am. Thank you a
Thank
lot.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Karamjeet. Those were very, very humbling words, and I can't tell you, how happy I'm feeling right now. Thank you for making my day, and I would definitely see you tomorrow in our session. But
Yes.
I would, I would definitely look forward that we make one more such video on one more interesting topic in future. But for today, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
All
much.
right. You're welcome. Bye.